Hey guys, Tebo2 here, back for another update of TEAB'S Doctor Who mod. This is update 16. This update is based primarily around the 12th Doctor's run, but also features some carryovers from the previous 3rd Doctor update, and a few features based on Christmas special episodes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first items to receive an update are the sonic screwdrivers. Most of the sonics in the mod now have brand new models and textures, and we also have the 5th Doctor Sonic, as seen in the Season 21 Blu-ray trailer. In addition, we have the 12th Doctor's Sonic sunglasses. These can be worn on your head, and will give you a darkened field of vision, and can be right-clicked to interact with blocks just like any other Sonic, and will give you a unique advancement when you use them. Now onto the aforementioned items based on Christmas special episodes. Firstly, we have the explosive Christmas globe, and as the name implies, it explodes when thrown. We also have these flamethrower trumpets from the Runaway Bride, and again, as the name implies, shoot flamethrower projectiles, and these have been nerfed to have a smaller radius. And lastly, for something a bit tastier, we have a ham and cheese toasty from Joy to the World, and this can be crafted just like so. On to more utility items, the update features 2 new modes of transport, those being Davros's chair and the Dalek casing. Davros's chair is obtained by defeating Davros and can be driven around just like so. And as for the Dalek casing, it is crafted just like so. As you can see, it is modeled after the open Dalek casing as seen in The Magician's Apprentice. You can get inside the casing with a right click, and you will immediately see the Dalek eye stalk overlay. We will now appear as a Dalek and do have some Dalek abilities. We can press R to fire our laser, assuming we have laser charges. And if you press space repeatedly, you can hover and fly through the air. One more vehicle has received an update, that being the Whomobile. You can now no longer craft this, it is only found at unit headquarters, and will now give you the space breathing effect, which is what spacesuits will now use so that you can breathe in space. Before we go over mobs properly, I would like to go over some changes to existing variants. Firstly, we have some new Daleks based on The Magician's Apprentice. We have brand new Classic Series Daleks with these blue midsections. And likewise, for the Chase Daleks, we also have one. And finally from that episode, we have the Special Weapons Dalek, which has received a brand new dirtied texture and glowing lights. Our final change to Daleks is this brand new model for the Time War Daleks. As you can see, they are a lot slimmer, a little bit taller, and now feature a lot of 2-dimensional elements like the slats, gunstick, and plunger. And in coming updates, these changes will be rolled out to other Daleks. Another new variant is for the Clockwork Droids. We have the Half-Face Man from Deep Breath. Heading over to Gallifrey, we have brand new skins for the Shobogans. Finally, several mobs have received brand new sounds, such as the Adipose, the Paradigm Daleks,
You will be exterminated! Seek, locate, exterminate!
and the Cybus Cybermen.
Continued function is unnecessary. Delete.
On to brand new mobs, we have the Mire from Series 9. These spawn all over the overworld and will attack you with bullets, and upon death, they will drop their helmet, which you can wear on your head. Next up, we have the Movellans, who made a brief cameo in Series 10. These spawn on Classic Skaro and are neutral to the player, but will attack Daleks. And when you kill them, you will receive their blaster. Next up, we have the Skoblock Splitzer from the Caretaker. This guy is pretty fast, can jump pretty high, and has a pretty high firing rate, so care should definitely be taken when fighting him. You'll also need to take care when traveling the moon, as we now have these lunar spiders. These guys attack pretty similarly to overworld spiders, with the obvious difference being they're on the moon. You're also not safe when chopping down trees, as there's now a chance that one of these dryads will spawn from the episode Knock Knock. These guys are pretty weak on their own, but can be quite overwhelming in numbers. In cold biomes, you'll be able to find these roboforms. These guys use the flamethrower trumpets mentioned earlier. As for a friendlier face, we have Strax, the Sontaran nurse. This guy's created by giving a DNA sample to a Sontaran, and once tamed, he will fight alongside you. And for a newer threat from a recent spin-off, we have the Aqua Kind. These guys function very similarly to the Sea Devils already in the mod, but will be receiving their own functionality in future. And as you can see, we have 2 different variants. And to go along with them, we do have this adorable doll. Our last couple of mobs spawn in villages. Firstly, we have the Cantrofari from the episode Last Christmas. These guys will attack villagers and take them over as such. But if you use your sonic screwdriver on them, you can remove the mask and save the villager. And for the last of our normal mobs, we have the Nestene Duplicate. This is a very plasticky looking villager and will attack the player, and when killed, he does have a chance to drop his head. This update isn't only focused on a few items and mobs. We also have an entire new planet to explore and 2 new boss battles. But before we can get to those, we'll have to go through the TARDIS. Now speaking of the TARDIS, the 12th Doctor's interior has seen some updates, namely this new monitor block and these new Matt Smith roundels. Coming over to the customization control, you can see this has had a bit of a glow up, and coming to our Chameleon Circuit section, you can see this has been changed as well. We can now cycle through 3 different categories of exteriors, just like so. This is the brand new 12th Doctor exterior, with the brighter blues and bright blue windows. This is the Clara Memorial TARDIS, made by Nexus Ender, and this is the new Hellbent variant of the TT capsule. And finally, for our TARDIS exteriors, this is the Siege Mode TARDIS. Moving on to TARDIS interior selections, we now have the Hellbent interior, and we even have a little Easter egg on the side room, which is the diner from the episode. We also have 3 new interiors based on winning contest entries from my Discord server. This is the Pompeii interior by Nexus Ender. Next up is Cozy Living by Crimbo. And lastly, the White Citadel by Kodiak. All of these are based on ancient architecture designs, and each approach the theme in their own way. Lastly, for new TARDIS content, we have David Bradley roundels for the First Doctor's TARDIS. As I mentioned earlier, some features are carried over from the previous Third Doctor update, and the new dimension is no exception. This is Exalon from Death to the Daleks. As you can see, this planet comes with its own dirt, and its own stone, which can also be made into stone bricks and all the different blocks you would expect. While exploring the surface of Exalon, you will need to watch out for the Exalon natives. These guys wield bows and are not very keen on outsiders, so caution should be taken. For reasons that will become apparent shortly, the surface of Exalon is littered with remains of spaceships, which you can salvage for blocks and loot. Some of these ruins are not as abandoned as they seem. This is the Dalek ship from Death to the Daleks, and inside you will of course find a spawner for the Exalon Daleks, who also have some new voice lines that are unique to them. And among the Daleks' loot, you will find a new ore that spawns in Exalon, that being Perrinium. Perrinium can also be smelted in a furnace in order to get a liquefied form, which when drank will remove all negative effects from the player. While battling various enemies on Exalon, you may notice that none of them use laser-based weapons, and you'll also notice that none of your lasers will work as well. This is due to a new power drain effect, which is placed on all entities within the Exalon dimension. Which leads me nicely onto the final structure of Exalon, that being the Exalon City. This place is absolutely packed with mazes, monsters, traps, and treasures. And at the very top of the city lies its greatest treasure and the source of the power drain effect, that being the Exalon Beacon. These can be used as a defense in your own base, as they will apply the power drain to any entities within their radius. The dangers of Exalon aren't the only threat this update, as we also have these pyramids that appear to be the ones that spawned back in the day. But upon closer inspection, you'll find these are actually something far more dangerous. That being the Pyramid of the Monks from Series 10.
You are not real. There is nothing you can do. You are not real.
The monks are initially neutral to the player, but there is an underlying threat should you choose to take it on. This is the Veritas, the book that spells doom for anyone who reads it. If you do choose to open the Veritas and forfeit the freedom of your world, you'll immediately see some rather ominous effects, like a darkness effect, the monks having turned on you, and a boss bar that is spawned. But the biggest change is a new status effect, the Lie of the Land. This will turn all villagers and other humanoid mobs in the world into monks and truth soldiers. The only way to turn the world back to normal is to defeat the chief monk at the top of the pyramid. Unlike other bosses, the chief monk cannot be damaged by conventional means, and must siphon XP from the player in order to be damaged. If the player has no XP, the player will die very quickly. Should you give up enough XP to defeat the chief monk, you'll receive a new status effect, the Hero of the Overworld, that will revert all of the monks and the truth soldiers back to their original selves. As a final reward, you'll receive this monk statue, should you even want to remember the experience. The second and final boss to look at for this update is the Nestene Consciousness. The Consciousness is an energy being that controls plastics, and as such is best known for having created the Autons, who have updated models and brand new sounds. Now where do we find this new boss? Well, this one is a little bit trickier as it is hidden underground, but we do have a way to locate it. Placing the Nestene duplicate head in the TARDIS and scanning it with the screwdriver will give you the coordinates. And as an added fun challenge for fans, the coordinates are hidden behind Doctor Who trivia questions. This is the Nestene base, a multi-layer compound crawling not only with regular Autons, but with the new Auton Berserker as well. And in a central vat of lava, you'll find the Nestene Consciousness. This boss spews fire in all directions and summons an army of Autons to defend itself. Upon the Consciousness being defeated, all of the Autons will be converted into harmless mannequins that can be used in your builds. The last remaining part of the Nestene Consciousness is a singular Nestene energy unit. This unit can be powered to immobilize Autons, but it can also be right-clicked with an end crystal to revive the Consciousness. And that gets us through everything. This has been my showcase of Update 16 of TEAB'S Doctor Who mod. I hope you guys enjoy the new features just as much as I enjoyed making them. If you did, the download link will be in the description. The mod is available on CurseForge, Modrinth, and Planet Minecraft. The mod is for Java Edition version 1.20.1 for Forge. I hope you all will download and have a fun time. And until next time, I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2at, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2at, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.